Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yuvraj Shukla. So today we are going to be continuing with the revenue system of the Khilji dynasty. Alauddin Khilji introduced a number of important measures to get maximum revenue. He brought all the land of the empire under his direct control. He introduced the practice of measuring the land and fixing the state share accordingly. He increased the land revenue from one third to one half and demanded it to be paid in cash and not in kind. He appointed special officers to collect land revenue. Okay, so Alauddin Khilji he introduced a number of important measures to get maximum revenue. He brought all the land of his empire under his direct control. Okay, and he introduced the practice of measuring the land and like fixing its amount accordingly to it. He increased the land revenue also from one third to one half and demanded to pay the person should pay him in cash and not in any other kind. And he appointed special officers to collect land revenue. Okay. Now so after Tughlaq dynasty we start with. So after Malik Kafur ascended the throne, he faced many problems and finally the Khilji dynasty came to an end with a new formation of dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty. Okay, Ghazi Malik ascended the throne and was the founder of the Tughlaq dynasty. Okay, he died during a collapse of pavilion built in his honor in 1325. Okay, and before that in 1320 he took the title of Ghiazuddin Tughlaq. So Ghazi Malik, the general, he took the title of Ghiazuddin Tughlaq and formed a new dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, in 1320 when the Khilji dynasty came to an end. And he died during a collapse of the pavilion built in his honor by his son Jona Khan in 1325. Then his son Jona Khan ascended the throne. Ghiazuddin's son Jona Khan ascended the throne and took the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He was one of the most remarkable rulers of his age. He was a great scholar. He had a great interest in religion and philosophy. He mastered in mathematics, astronomy, logic, and physical science. He was a lover of Persian literature, music, fine arts, and calligraphy. Okay, so Jona Khan, son of Ghiazuddin Tughlaq, Ghazi Malik, he ascended the throne and took the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Okay, he was the one of the most remarkable rulers of his age and was a great scholar. He had great interest in religion and philosophy. He mastered in mathematics, astronomy, logic, and physical sciences. And he was a lover of Persian literature, music, fine arts, and calligraphy also. Transfer of capital. So during Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign, the empire had also spread to south. He shifted his capital to Devagiri near modern Aurangabad and renamed it Daulatabad. He did it for the following reasons. Why he did it, the reasons are stated below. So Daulatabad was certainly located from where he could control the Deccan territories as well. Delhi was in grave of severe famine and Delhi was severely threatened by the Mongols invasion. Okay, so there were three reasons why he shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. It is because Daulatabad was centrally located and he could even control the Deccan territories from there. Delhi was in great famine and even was threatened by Mongols invasions. Okay, now the token currency. Another controversial step taken by Muhammad bin Tughlaq was introduction to the token currency. It meant introduction of bronze tanka instead of silver tanka. This was done because of the shortage of silver, but it failed as people started to make fake coins which caused chaos in trade and commerce. Okay, so another controversial step taken by Muhammad bin Tughlaq was he introduced token currency. In that token currency, he meant by introduction of bronze tanka instead of silver tanka. So tanka is the value, like nowadays we tell it rupees or dollars or whatever. So at that time it was tanka at his reign. He introduced bronze tanka instead of silver because of shortage of silver. But this step also failed as people started to betray him and make or introduce fake coins, which caused a chaos in the trade and commerce. Now, at last, taxation in Doab. Jona Khan wanted to conquer territories not only in India but also in Central Asia. In order to get more money, he increased the land tax in the fertile region of Ganga, Yamuna, Doab. At the same time, severe famine broke out, which made the people not to pay the tax, and due to the force and pressure on them from the soldiers, they abandoned the land and flee to jungles. Okay, so Jona Khan, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he took one more step. He wanted to conquer all the territories, not only in India but also the Central Asia. He ordered to get more money. So, in short, to conquer the Central Asia, he would need more and more of soldiers, and to take care of his soldiers, he would need more and more of money. So, in order to get more money, he increased the land tax in the fertile region of Ganga Yamuna Doab. But at that time, the region was suffering from a famine, severe famine. So people could not pay their tax. But due to the force, they had to leave their land and flee to the jungles. So with this, we complete our Delhi Sultanate and Delhi Sultanate chapter. Do you like my video? Share, and in comments, please spread extra knowledge if any. Do subscribe my channel, and one more note to be provided that I have my exams beginning from tomorrow. So every Saturday there will be 2 videos uploaded on my channel. Do have a look. Bye bye. Thank you.